Hi everyone, welcome back to the Stories, and you're still watching our signature segment. And then this is still a discussion about the Montessori method. Now we are still with Miss Rosa from the Montessori Haus Asia, and we are going to continue this very interesting discussion. Now, how can we create Montessori-inspired environment at home, Miss Rosa? Because I see that we are not.
We have
we are gonna
some
do something.
materials.
We're gonna show them again, tell them about something.
Yes,
so
it is.
Is there anything that we can do to have our house prepared for this?
As a Montessori house,
Right.
maybe
Yes.
we call it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The prepared environment that we can have inside our house is as simple as what the child's age, what the child's needs, and how to make the child being able to do things independently.
Oh, okay.
Meaning to say, if we have the children as young as 2 years old,
Right.
My child.
like your child, for example, you cannot have the glasses or the utensils of the child's is up above this table.
Right, okay.
It's too high for the
Yeah.
child
Okay.
to be able to take it by
They will spill it.
herself or himself. But if we can lower the container, the shelves, for sure the child will be supported,
Right, okay.
empowered
See.
to be an independent child.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
yep.
so you really have to look into it from the child's perspective,
Yes,
right?
it
Whether
is.
they're going to be able to then do it by themselves
Yes,
or not.
it
So make sure
is.
we're going to encourage that kind of behavior, that kind of activity.
That's true. That is what we meant by the prepared environment.
So I'll just take it a little further. That is there a store for us parents to go and then make sure that we can equip our house into Montessori prepared house for our kids? Is there any?
Very interesting questions. Nowadays, even in Indonesia, I think one of the biggest store also already having the objects
Okay.
or the furnitures. They have it in a very mini size,
Yeah.
and then just perfect to buy it, install it, and
Yeah,
let the
yeah.
children be independent.
Okay. All right. See,
So
that's
it's
a good
easy,
thing. Yes.
very easy to find nowadays.
All right. Good.
So the goal is to be more independent.
Right.
So
right.
what kind of materials and activities should be included in a Montessori inspired home?
Okay, if we talk about activity and we are thinking about the shelves, the
Yeah.
materials,
Yeah.
maybe one of it I will recommend about the dressing frames that we have today.
Okay.
We call
Dressing?
it dressing
Frames.
frames. Yes,
Okay,
because this is a frame and this is all about dressing. And the other activities maybe we can have such as the opening and closing of the boxes,
Okay.
the containers.
Okay.
You know, some of the containers can open differently
Right.
and also open and closes the locks and keys.
Yep.
But in real life, we can also take our children to do the laundry,
Oh, okay.
to do washing
And maybe
the dishes.
help us cook as well?
Yes,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Starting 2 years old, you can incorporate
Right.
Yes.
the work of the little ones
Yeah.
inside your kitchen,
Wow, yeah.
making the bread,
What's that?
making the sandwiches,
Do some baking.
do some baking,
Yeah.
but make sure you are patient enough.
Because they're gonna spill some materials of the cooking.
It's going to be a mess, but
Yeah.
however,
But it's worth
going
it.
to be- yes,
Yeah.
it is. It's all about learning,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
It's all about learning. When there is mess, there is a learning.
Yes.
That's a learning point for the children to see how we clean up the mess too.
Okay. Well, you talk about, I'm sorry, did you call this Montessori
Dressing frame.
Yeah.
Dressing drapes, okay.
right.
For us parents, can you show us now in front of the cameras activities that you can do with our kids when
Yes.
we are at home and we have these tools?
Yes, sure.
Can you
We're
tell us
going to
what's-
start
Yep.
with this one is the buttoning.
Yes.
Usually with the buttoning, we start as young as 3 years old. I'm going to show you.
It's like to help them dress themselves, right? With the
Yes.
button.
Right.
No, because this is funny that this is the first one that you went to, because I know I remember my right now 6-year-old boy Brady. He was having some kind of a difficulty buttoning him. No, he's
Okay.
preparing
Yeah,
to go to his
yeah,
kindergarten
yeah.
about a year ago.
All right.
It can be
Something
quite
that you
confusing
start with.
for toddlers.
Oh, yes, it is.
There you go.
Yeah, like this.
Yep.
Open. Then
Okay.
we close it again.
Close.
Look, it's step by step.
Yep.
You point,
Yep.
you point, yeah, you point. Halfway,
Oh,
you
okay.
break the step.
Yep.
When you break the
right.
step, it's easier for the child.
Yeah.
But if you do it faster,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
child
yeah. They
will
cannot
not-
follow.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They cannot follow, and the faster they can get,
Yeah.
they
It
will be
will not be
frustrated.
fun for them.
Yes,
if we
it
do it
is.
so fast. Yeah.
This one is the buttoning. After buttoning, we will
Yeah.
do the zipper.
Ah, the zipper.
Right.
May I open it?
Sure.
Okay. This is appropriate for what age?
3 years old too.
3 years old as well. Oh yeah, this part is
That
very
part is
challenging.
always
Yeah.
the challenging part. How do you go about and
Yeah,
explain
like-
to them
yeah.
on how to zip up?
It's
Do I do it right?
yes, you're doing right.
Yep.
You
Yep.
take it,
Yep.
huh?
And then
slide
put
it.
here.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Then
Even. And
already
then yep.
zip it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, yeah.
step by step, it is the key, and
Yes.
also show slow hands, slow,
Slow.
Yep.
and omit words, no words.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you just show them
Just
what's
show them.
happening. Okay.
Because too many words can be confusing as well.
Right, right. If they can just see, it is better.
Yeah.
It's clearer.
Yeah.
So it's actually advised that you don't say much when you're
Presenting.
Yeah, giving
showing it,
example.
presenting
Yes,
it
it
to
is.
them, so they can
Yes, it is.
focus on what to do.
Focus on what you do, or else the child will be just confused.
Unless they ask something,
Right.
then we should answer.
Right, okay.
Yes, it is. It's
Wow.
as natural as it is.
And then here comes the
This is, I think,
most
the-
difficult one. Yeah.
Right,
do
right. This is the lacing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what age? Like 5 years old?
Yes,
Because 3 years
5
old, I
years.
cannot imagine they
Cannot.
do this.
Cannot. This one starting 5.
Yeah. It's
Like you
actually
say-
difficult. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
For the child.
That is why when your child is about 5 years old, it is suggested
Yeah.
to buy the shoes with the shoelace.
Oh,
Ah, I
so it's
see.
actually-
Yeah.
You try to encourage them to do this. When
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And they will learn by practice makes perfect.
Right.
Like every
Right.
time they shoelace
Right.
broken, they do it, and then they
Yes.
do it again. They become better at it.
Yes, it is. That's very true. That's very true.
So this one might take a little
Longer usually.
some time for
Yeah.
them to be again to be
An
patient
expert of
and
it.
then
Yeah,
to really know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
You remember the first time you laced
Oh
your
man, very frustrating.
right? Yeah, I felt it too.
Me as a first grader, second grader too.
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
Very frustrating to make the knot at the end.
Yeah.
This was really not at the tough part yet, but at
Yes.
the end when you're trying to make that,
The lace.
Cool, yeah.
The ribbon part. Yeah.
The ribbon part.
That's the.
And sometimes a child can be perfectionist. Like if
Yeah,
the lace cannot
right.
is not even enough,
Yes.
they do it from zero again.
Zero again.
Now, Miss Rosa, when a child is doing this, how long is I don't know, maybe if it's a good word, average for them to be able to then do this, very well? How long does it normally take them in average to
We
learn
need to
to
say
do this?
to learn
Yeah.
to do this
Yes.
for about like a month.
A month. Okay.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the child's mind absorbing just like the sponge, right?
Right.
Yes.
And then if they practice, they will excel in whatever they do.
Yes. Oh,
Is
okay.
there like soft motoric and hard motoric, like
yeah.
motoric halus and motoric kasar in Montessori way?
Yes, it is.
Because these are for the soft motoric, right?
Fine motor,
Yeah,
we call
fine
it.
motor, I mean, fine motor
Yes,
skills,
and
right.
gross motor skills,
Yeah, yeah.
right? The gross motor skills when the child carry the objects.
I see. And when they do like a swing and then,
Right.
going
To the
prosotan,
playground,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
The fine
slides.
motor
Slides,
skills.
yeah.
Yes, this is the fine motor
Fine motor
skills.
skills.
Okay.
Now, this is the most
Now this-
trickiest,
Yeah, trickiest part, yeah.
right? What you need to do.
I need to learn this again.
Okay, this is step by step. 1 and 2. It cross, right? Boop.
Wow,
All
yeah.
right. So
Then
this is now the next step.
you
Also
have
very.
Yeah,
bunny ears.
this one is challenging too.
This one.
Like you have to put it double and double.
Right. Then you can have the variety next time
Yeah.
using the ribbon
Yep.
for tying the ribbon for the
Yes.
gifts.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
example,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
So
It actually becomes more fun once you get used to it.
yes, it
Right,
is. And
yes.
they want to do it again.
Yep.
Right.
And again.
Yeah.
And again.
again and
Yeah.
Without anyone forcing it. How
Yeah, yeah,
wonderful
yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be, right?
Yes, yes.
If your
And-
child say, I want to learn.
Yay, yay. And one question that I'm very curious about is how about screen time? Because nowadays
All right.
it's very difficult for a
Here we
child
go.
to totally
Yes.
avoid screen time. Is it totally prohibited, or is it still? I mean, we can still allow screen time, but with monitoring and a limited time in the Montessori way.
All right. In the Montessori perspectives, if the child's need it,
Yeah.
then we need to give it.
Okay, but with a timetable. I mean, not.
But then
Very
we need,
long.
we need to think again.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Does our child need it?
Really need it.
Really needed a screen time during the first 6 years of life? The answer actually no. The child will need more experiences rather
Yeah,
than
that's
only
true.
staring to the screen. Experience talking to the father, talking to the mother, talking to other person,
Yeah.
and then doing things
Yeah.
actively with the child's hands, and that is more beneficial rather than screen time.
Yeah.
It's very hard, is it?
Yeah, it's very hard because we've given
Yeah,
our
so
child.
very,
Right.
very live interactions that we're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
between the ages of
Yeah.
0 to 6.
Yes,
the
it
kids,
is.
instead of saying yes to, oh, I want my gadget, oh, I want my TV time.
Yeah.
It's more
Right.
important than that.
Yes, it is.
I'm at fault too.
Something-
My 6-year-old's, he's
Yeah.
known screen time, gadget ever since he was, I think.
Yeah, it's so hard to say
More.
no to them sometimes.
Yes. So
Find
it's
a
the fathers and mothers
Yeah.
things
Yeah, 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 yeah.
to reflect.
Yeah,
Is it us or it's the child?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I always think like if we give it,
Right.
it's within our monitoring.
Yes.
And within a
Always
limited
take it down,
time, not like they do it all the time based on their, you know,
Yeah, we just think that everything is
After-
under supervision.
Yes.
yeah, under
right?
supervision.
Maybe after 3 years old,
Yeah, it's better.
it's better.
Okay.
We can sit together and talk whatever on the screen. Rather
yeah,
than
yeah,
you
yeah.
just let your child
Yeah.
staring on the screen for such a long time
Yeah.
without anyone having interaction
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
child.
Wow.
Well, Ms. Rosa, it's been a very good discussion. Now, before we end this segment, end the discussion, how can we reach you? How can others, outside, I mean, they're watching, how can we reach you? You can reach at you have
Sure.
Instagram and everything else.
Yep.
You can reach me at the Instagram.
Okay.
It's Montessori_Haus_Asia.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to know about the programs, the training
Yep.
programs for the parents,
Yep.
as well as the business owners, as
Okay.
well as educators, you can join the programs there.
Wow. So we can attend
Yes.
the program.
Yes.
There's no like specific requirements like teaching experiences or stuff.
No.
Okay.
And
great.
Anyone.
But anyone can.
I see,
Anyone
I see.
can
So
try.
parents can really benefit from it.
Yes, it is, for sure.
Exactly, benefit to us too.
Yes. All right, Ms. Rosa, thank you
thank
so
you very much
much
for coming
for
in.
your insight. We learned so much from you during this
Thank you.
short time. Thank you so much. So, City Stories will continue after a break. Stay with us, viewers.